Hello, everybody. Hello. So great to see everybody coming into the room for day 4 of our CDSS week. Some more exciting musicians and chatter to come in your way today. So glad to see all of you here. And I want to say hi to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song, Country Dance and Song Society Week, as we journey through the music of many of the different camps and meet many of the different camp affiliated folks. I want to say hello to all the folks in the room today. Jacqui Grennan, thank you for being here today. Jacqui is going to share a song with us coming in from the Cavell camp, and Gaye, Fifer, board president of CDSS. Welcome, glad you're here today. Joanna, hi Joanna, Reiner, Wilkinson, who is on the CDSS staff program director. We're glad you're here too. Katie Abadou running the tech. Thank you so much, Katie. Becky in Vancouver, Susan in Ohio, hello. Deborah in Kentucky, hello. Deli in Maryland, you can't hear me yet, but hello. Brian, nice to have you today. Glad you're here. And Martin Barber coming in from, well, right next door to Pinewoods. Nice to see you today, coming in from Plymouth, Mass. Hi, Al, nice to see you today. And so Martin, I'm backing up, is the chair of the Pinewoods board. So we have 2 chairs of boards in the room today. And hello to Kate in Charlottesville. Al, did I say hi to you on your guitar? Kevin in New Hampshire, wearing a mask on your chin. I love it. It's a good look. Hello to Carol in Connecticut. Hello, Sheila in Florida. Hello, Terry. Nice to have you back again today. Glad you're here. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Hello, glad you're here. Hello to Michelle and Steve. Nice to see you guys again. Doug in Vermont. Hello, nice to have you back. Hello to Gerard, I think is what that says. My poor glasses. Nice to see you, Gerard or Gerald. I'm glad you're here today. Hello, Nicola, posing as Rosie, coming in from the UK. We are glad you are here today. And Phoebe, hello, nice to see you. Bonnie in Idaho, glad you're here today. Hello to Bob Walker in Maryland, or at least his background. Nice to see you. Anne, hello, coming in from Maryland. Hello to my eyeglasses are not working. Hello to the person who looks like it could be Coulter or something. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so sorry, I cannot read your name. Somebody's gonna have to bump in and help me. Actually, so Joanna, you're gonna bump in and help me with that name if you don't mind.
There is not a name in that box.
Owner.
Hello to you. Yes, owner. That's what it says.
Hello, owner. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm sorry I don't know your actual name. Hello to Carolyn in Idaho. Glad you are here. Miriam, hello. Glad you're back again today. Hello to Trish. Good to see you again today. Barb in Virginia. Glad you're back. Luda in Victoria. Hello again. Hello to Storm in Massachusetts. Fred of the DC Labor Chorus. Hello to Bronwyn in Victoria. Mabel and a cinnamon bear coming in from Mass. Hello. The dancing cinnamon bear always gets us going. Karen in Oregon. Hello. Annette in California. Sue Sean, nice to see you. Gary in Mass. Hello. Janet in Georgia. Hello to Thomasina coming in from New York. Glad you're here today. And to Katie. Nice to see Katie German in the room today. The executive director of CDSS. You guys are making me do all these titles. I don't know. Hello, Mommy in New Jersey. I almost called you Ray. And hello to, maybe that says Robinson. I'm getting new glasses, I promise. Okay, hello to Lynn in Connecticut. Hello to Jane in Silver Spring. Hello to Gwen. And hello to, I think I got everybody. No, I didn't. I missed Isabel. Nice to see you. Glad to see you here today from Florida. And anybody else who's still popping in the room, hello. We're so glad you're all here. Now let's all take a deep breath. It's the only thing really to do after all of that rattling on and on, right? All the giant pause. I'm so glad to see 60 or some number of my dearest new friends since 2020 in this room. Love to you all. Couldn't be happier than to be sharing an organization so dear to my heart, the Country Dance and Song Society. I am passing it over to today's host, Gaye Fifer, who, as I mentioned, is the chair of the board of CDSS. And we're going to learn more about Gaye and about the camps and about Jacqui and more moving forward. Gaye, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. And I won't say very much right now. I'm going to share that although I have only been the board president for 3 years, I've been dancing and being a member of CDSS for most of my life now, really 40 years. And it's such a big part of my life, has made me who I am. And I'm delighted that you are all here to learn more about CDSS and to enjoy these songs. So I'm going to introduce Jacqui. I've known Jacqui for a number of years, not 40. When I started traveling out to California, I ran into her everywhere I went. She's a great contradance caller. She also plays ukulele and sings. So I'm just gonna turn it over to you, Jacqui. Teach us a song.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So I saw that a couple of days ago, Jojo mentioned that is Caribbean American Heritage Month, which works out really well with the song that we're doing today. It's a song that I learned growing up because my parents would play Harry Belafonte, and it's a song called Jamaica Farewell, which you might not recognize the title, but you probably recognize the tune. And we'll talk a little bit more about the background of the song and about Harry Belafonte after we do the song. So first, I will teach the chorus. And the chorus, every time it comes up, we actually do it twice. So just for practice to teach the chorus. Oh, and for people playing along at home, if you have a ukulele, like my friend Jerry calls it, then that's great and it's a happy sound. Or if you have other instruments, it's a very simple chord pattern. We'll sing it in the key of G, and it will be G, C, D7, G, repeated over and over again. So the chorus is, let's just... But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Kingston town is the capital of Jamaica. So let's do that all together. It starts with but I'm 1, 2, 3. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. And in the verses, we will. There is a line that says, "Ackee rice, saltfish are nice." And in preparation for today, I looked that up, and it was really interesting. Ackee rice, or ackee, is a fruit and described as with no flavor and absorbs everything around it. So in my mind, it's kind of like Japanese tofu. That's what we use in Japanese cuisine. And rice and saltfish is dried and salted fish. And it's they call it a Jamaican national dish. So here we go. From the top, it starts with down the way. All right. Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountaintop. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Down at the market you can hear ladies cry out while on their heads they bear. Ackee rice, saltfish are nice, and the rum is fine any time of year. And I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swing to and fro. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountaintop, I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. And I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Thank you.
Woo! Jacqui, that was so much fun. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to hear more about you, about the song, about this camp that I've never been to. So Gaye and Jacqui and Joanna, would you guys like to take it away?
Sure. Jacqui, why don't you start talking about the song?
Okay, great. It's a Jamaican style folk song. It's called Memento, and it first appeared on Harry Belafonte's album, which is called Calypso, and it was the first album ever, first LP record album to sell over 1 million copies, and it kind of brought Calypso into kind of the popular scene, and it really started going into a lot of the music that was going on. It was 1956 when the album came out, and the Kingston Trio is named after Kingston, Jamaica, because of the kind of the Calypso influence that was happening at the time. And so Harry was born in New York, but his parents were born in Jamaica, and he spent many of his childhood years in Jamaica as well, going to school, about like 8 years or so. And that's kind of what I know about the song. And I didn't know all of that before presenting today. So, and I've always loved this tune. It's very happy. That's all I got for that.
Well, I'm hoping that you will play your ukulele and sing a lot at Camp Cavell this summer.
Yes, I am. In addition to doing the concert calling, I'm also leading what we call the gathering every day just before lunch, where we'll have entertainment provided by the campers and the staff people, and I will bring my ukulele to that. So that's always a really good time at camp, because pretty much everybody gets together at that time rather than doing all these different events.
Yep, that's we have found that that's one of the most important ways to help build a sense of community during the week, that people all come there and share their stories and talents and enjoy being together as a group. So you probably all know that Camp Cavell is the newest CDSS camp. I'm sure that that's true. We have been, this will be our 4th year.
Well, sort of the 5th year.
Yeah, it depends on how you count things, right? I'm the program director this year, and I'm doing that with my daughter, Rachel Fifer. Some of you may know Rachel. So it's nice to have a young person involved with helping to do the programming and running the week at camp. And we like each other a lot, so it's lovely for us to get to be there together. And this will be the first time for Jacqui to be on staff at Cavell, and Joanna will also be on staff at Cavell. So we're looking forward to a lovely mix of everything.
I think the 3 of us are the 3 callers at the camp, right?
That's correct. That's correct. So Camp Cavell is different from other CDSS weeks because, first of all, it's in the Midwest. And so it's not where so many of the CDSS camps are. We also have a program that's a little bit different. It is English and American. So there'll be half contra dancing and half English country dancing throughout the week. Classes during the day will be in both, and the evening dance will involve both. And we have a spice component to our camp. So I think every camp probably has things other than dance and song, but we have some outdoor activities that are provided by the camp. You can do some technical tree climbing or kayaking or nature walks. So it's a nice variety of lots of things at camp.
I think one of the things that is so appealing about that other component is that if you're a dancer or a singer or a musician, or you have a family member, a spouse, a good friend who is interested in trying dancing or something, but they're not quite sure, this is a great camp session to bring them along to, because they can get a little taste of the dancing and the music, but there are also lots of other activities they can do during the day, so they can fill up their schedule as they like with lots of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that what I've been thinking about as far as programming is I'm doing a session, I think it's like 1:15 to 2:15 in the afternoon. And I think a lot of people will be doing the technical climbing or swimming or whatever. So there might not be that many dancers. So as a caller, that's going to be like probably my challenge session to do a variety of dances that might just be for 5 people or 9 or 15 or you know, so that could, if you're a hardcore dancer and you want to be part of the dancing, that's a good time to try out other varieties of dance, contra dance, probably more like in the contra type dance.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I love about going to camp and teaching at camp is that you get to actually respond to the people who are there in the room. So I may walk into my class with a plan. It's like, okay, I want to do this. I'm going to teach this hard English dance. I would like my people to learn this during the week. And you know what? People might not be up for that, or you might have a different crowd, or you might have a different number of people, or a really crowded hall, or lots of space in your hall, and we can adapt. And one of the reasons why we can do that is because the musicians are so excellent who go to camp, and they can often respond to whatever I need as a caller and whatever I ask them to do. So I feel so fortunate when I'm on staff with these wonderful people who can do that. So I'm really looking forward to that at Cavell this summer.
Hey, because this is a singing group that we're gathered in here today. Will we be having singing during that week?
Well, we certainly will. The person who is going to be on staff leading a song session every day is not going to be able to come, but we will find somebody. Singing has actually been a really important part of Cavell, partly because of my daughter. And she grew up going to CDSS camps, and so for her, singing with people is part of what makes it camp. So there were all kinds of informal gatherings of people just walking down the path and finding somebody to sing with, or late night singing around the campfire, or singing at the gathering together. So yeah, that will be a big part of what happens at Cavell for sure. And I've been seeing this in the chat. People are talking about the location of the camp. It's really a beautiful camp. It's right directly on the shores of Lake Huron. So when you're dancing in the dance hall, you can walk out on the porch and look at the lake. We have often watched, I don't even know, big ships going through the Great Lakes at night, and you can see the lights, and it's really lovely. It's also not quite as hot and humid as some other places in the summer.
Oh, that's nice too.
Enjoyable for that reason. And I do want to mention, we are going to be there in August this year, which is kind of when CDSS runs most of its camp programs. But next year, 2022, Cavell is going to move to June so that we won't be conflicting with other CDSS weeks. And hopefully we can allow people who have August, they have to be back for school, either to teach or to get ready for school, and have not been able to come to a CDSS camp. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people who have been waiting for an opportunity to come to camp.
Now that you mention trying to accommodate folks who either have to get to school or have kids to get to school, one thing that is very true of this summer is that Cavell is going to be open to everybody aged 12 and up. So it is not purely an adult week. So if you're thinking about coming to camp, if you have a favorite teenager you would like to bring to camp, please do it, because we're going to try to just make things open to that age group, which is a little expanded from what we've done in the past.
And there are certainly lots of activities there that would be fun for teenagers as well. The outdoor activities and dancing and singing. And I'm going to be teaching a waltz class for all those who are interested in waltzing as well. So for me, a lot of the fun of camp is just what happens, what gets created there by the people who are there. People come to camp looking to build that sense of community and belonging and sharing. It's pretty magical. If you've not been to a CDSS camp, I would really recommend that you give it a try.
And I think it's interesting how the songs that we sing at camp are things that end up carrying over from one year to the next, and that can happen just accidentally. Someone will sing a song at a gathering or at an after party after an evening dance, and then it'll come back the next year and the next year, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, we always do that at camp. And you have the opportunity as even a new camper to start one of those traditions. And Jacqui, the song Jamaica Farewell, that is a song I think of as being a camp song. And it's a song I love that I remember from my childhood in particular. And so I love it when it comes up in the camp setting. It's like, oh, I still remember all of the words. It's so exciting.
I want to say this too. I think there is a certain amount of tradition that makes camp feel really special, like people coming back and seeing old friends and doing the same things that they did last year. But I have found Camp Cavell also to be really open and welcoming. So if you've never been there before or you haven't been to a CDSS camp, people really make an effort to include everyone. It's not a cliquish kind of I've been here for this many years kind of a camp. It's easy to jump in and find a place for yourself in that community as well.
Yeah, and you already know 3 people who will be at camp. So
that's right. I don't know if I have any, I can't think of other things to say about how lovely camp is. Right. So, Deborah says Cavell is so new that you can help make the new traditions. So we're not stuck in our ways at all. And every personality adds something different to the mix. So I like the intergenerational mixed group that we have coming there, and I look forward to it getting to be even bigger. Maybe, Jacqui, are you thinking about singing your song one more time?
Well, maybe just the chorus so we can bebop to that and start our day. I'm here in Los Angeles. I'm starting my day. I woke up early for y'all, because I'm not a morning person. But let's try that again. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Three. Thanks everybody for being here. It was great to talk about camp and ukulele because joyful.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jacqui. Thank you, Gaye. Thank you, Jacqui. That was so much fun. What a great song. And what really, really great to hear all about that camp, which I've never been to. And now it's on my list of things to long for, especially coming out of this pandemic year. Just the notion of singing in a group or dancing in a group is just so appealing. I sort of mostly would just like to do that all summer long without anything else at all to get in the way of it. Anybody else in the room feeling like maybe if we could just spend the whole summer, yeah, sort of like make up for lost time kind of or something, although hasn't been entirely lost, right? Because here we are and this all happened and we are all here. And I want to shout out all of you in this room, dedicated, coming here day after day, 425 some odd days or wherever we are right now. Thank you so much to CDSS for partnering this week. Thank you so much to Joanna, Reiner, Wilkinson for being behind the scenes with me on this week, to Katie German, also behind the scenes on this week, to Gaye, Fifer, who's been the awesomest host today, and to Jacqui Grennan for bringing us that great song. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody out there on Facebook Live. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. Please join us. We've got 3 more great days in our CDSS week. And what is tomorrow? Friday? No, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so the next 2.5 days, I think we're going to be coming in live from Pinewoods. Yes, that's right. I'll be bringing you the rest of the CDSS week from Pinewoods, only I might only be halfway to Pinewoods by tomorrow at noon. We'll see how we do. All right, thanks so much, gang, and goodbye to everybody again on Facebook.